No.
What do men want?
Okay, men too, we want peace of mind. Do you know what peace of mind is?
What is
Peace of mind entails not stressing us with the kind of peace that you want. Because when you say I want peace of mind, the peace of mind that you are talking about is you want one mumu that you be controlling 24/7.
How?
And when the guy says, and when the guy refuses, wait now.
That's what men want. One mumu woman that you be controlling 24/7 and be telling her sit.
So we said we want peace of mind. And don't give us stress so that we will not have blood pressure at the age of 35 or 37.
Hey, what's up, people? How are you all doing? Welcome once again to Pulse Hot Takes, where we'll break it all down. My name is Layemi Fearless, and can all the single Pringles and dating Pringles come take a sit? Because we have something to talk to you about for today. And I'm not alone, I'm with the squad. To my left is a lifestyle influencer, Oyindachekwas. What's up? How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
All right, I'm good. And to my right is this guy says it as it is. His bluntness is beginning to show all over him. Odion was popping, man.
How you doing, bro?
What's popping,
How you
bro?
doing?
What's
I'm
popping,
good.
bro?
I'm good. How you
All
doing?
right, so just so we're good.
Yeah.
Oyinda,
Yes.
are you dating or you're single?
I'm single.
You're single.
As far as I know, really.
Of course.
Yeah.
Odion, should I ask you the same question?
No, please do
No,
not
please.
ask
Okay,
me that
moving
question. Yeah.
Okay, moving on. So we're checking this now. We're talking about dating in Lagos, in Nigeria as a whole. Why is it such a hassle? Oyinda, do you agree that it is such a hassle to date in this Lagos?
Dating in Lagos is extremely stressful, believe me. It's extremely stressful. For many, many reasons, to be honest, because you're not going to date yourself. So the people that you're dating, I mean, you know you have sense, but the other person that you're going to meet, you're not quite sure of that. So
It is well. Oyinda is speaking from the abundance of experience. You're good. All right. So let's start with this one from Twitter. It's from is it Dave Wilson now? I don't know if I got that one right. So from Dave Wilson on Twitter, he was talking about who should pay for a date.
Yeah.
Odion, let's start with you. Who should pay for a date?
See, I don't know why we in 2022 we are still having that conversation about who should pay for a date. See, it's a very simple thing. As a guy, if you're the one asking a lady out, say, let's have drinks. I want to get to know you better.
Okay.
Let's meet at XYZ lounge or restaurant
Okay.
or bar, whatever it is. It means that day you are going to have your ATM card boxed up.
So the guy should pay.
So the guy should be ready to fend the bills for that date. It's the other way. It's also the other way too. If a lady says, "Hi, I want to get to know you too," maybe it's a very rare thing though, but when a lady wants to go out with a guy and she feels like she's feeling this guy, wants to take him out, it's also very perfect and right. It's not even perfect. It's a morally right thing for her to.
Baba say morally right.
Yes. For her to also have a wallet filled up with cash
Okay.
for that date. But as a guy, when you're going to that date, carry vex money so that in case you get there and they now bring the bill and she's not smiling and looking at you and you two be smiling, so that you will not have one long thread to go and share on Twitter the following day.
Let me take it from there. Oyinda.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Odion said that if the girl is feeling the boy and asking the boy on a date, I don't know. If you're feeling the boy, would you go on ahead to actually ask him on a date or just give him signs so he'll ask you on the date?
I think generally I've learned that I don't like to waste time. If I like you, I will go after you. I'm very forward with what I want. So if I like you, I go after you and I talk to you. Okay, how far? Because there's a possibility that I've seen you and you haven't seen me. So why would
Okay.
I wait for you to notice that?
So you
I'm
will
here.
ask a guy out on
Yeah,
a
I
date,
can't
no
ask a
cap.
guy out on a
And
date.
you
All right,
pay-
so
and
on
you
that
pay
date,
for- and you
on
pay
that
for
date, who will pay?
The thing about dating, I will pay for the date if I ask you out, but I just want to establish that there's no hard and fast rule
Okay.
on who should pay for a date.
Okay.
I don't think it's anybody's business really, aside the people that are in that date or going on the date,
Okay.
who to pay for the date. It's an agreement you have with your partner. Oh, I'm inviting you out on a date, so let's talk about this. I'm going to pay for the date, or you're inviting me out on a date. I don't think we can come up with any formula as to, if a girl is taking you out, you pay, or if a boy is taking you out, you pay. I mean, courtesy demands that if you ask somebody out on a date, you pay.
Okay.
But then there's no rule, there's no formula to it. I think it's a discussion to be had with the parties. If I'm asking you out on a date and I want to take you out, obviously I'm guessing I would have money to pay for it. But then if I don't have money and I still want to go out on a date with you, I'll let you know that chairman, how far or money they enter my eye, but money no deal. So
Wait now. No, let me say something. Just hold me, please. When you say, "Oh, chairman, you didn't enter my eye," but let's say, and the guy says, "Okay," then I don't think there's any need for you guys to go out on a date yet, because it's a situation where you guys now
Skip the
go
date
out,
and go to the
probably just I don't want to say chill, because when you say chill now, they'll be like, oh, the guy wants to do something. That's
But
why
then,
he's coming
see,
to
do you know
chill.
the
But the thing is,
problem?
when you say you don't have money to go out on a date, or you still want to go out on that date, you probably just wait till you have.
But
that
wait,
money
how
to go out
about
on that
you?
date.
You both want to go out on this date.
Yeah.
What happens to going Dutch on the date? How about split the bill?
Then there's no
What's the
problem
take on
with
splitting
There's
the
no
I
bill?
don't have
there's
a
no
problem
problem.
with splitting the bill. I've gone out with people different times. I've gone out, okay, obviously, like people that I'm attracted to.
Yeah.
I know that there's a possibility for an intimate relationship. And I'm like, okay, we're going to see the movies. You pay for the movie, I pay for the snacks. Or we're doing this, I pay for this, I pay for that. I've also gone out with cases where, yeah, I'm a baddie that day, I'm paying.
You said something at the beginning. You said
Yeah.
you said you're a forward person when you want to do something and you
Yeah.
go for it, and also that you have sense. It's not everybody that have that sense.
And
Because
that's
there's
why
some
you
people that
discuss.
you say let's do Dutch, and they'll be like, oh, so why are we going Dutch? Are you not the
And then
Wait,
you don't
when
go out
should
with the
Dutch
person.
even
It's
be
quite
discussed?
simple.
Oyinda,
It's
Odion,
quite
when should
simple.
Dutch be discussed?
Dutch should
Before
be-
the
I
date
mean,
or right there at the
Dutch
table?
should be discussed
Us
before
before
going
going
on
on
the
the
date. Let me give
date,
you a
yeah.
story. I've gone out with somebody before. Now I'm also going to introduce another element where I feel like there's a bit of a difference, because one thing I've noticed, especially about Lagos men, is you people are looking for things you're looking for things in the wrong places. You want a girl that can take you out on a date and pay 50,000, but you're going to University of Lagos to stay year one student whose allowance is probably 15,000. No. See, I'm coming from the perspective of
Shots
somebody
fired.
who has
Shots
been
fired.
earning and paying, and who has also been a student. And okay, there was this somebody I went out with one time. I invited him out to country club with my sisters and my friends. He brought, with my sister and my cousin, he brought his own friends. We were all eating. I already had my money and stuff. It was time to pay for the bill. The first friend miraculously had to go home. Second friend had to be on a call. He just looked away. Have it in mind, I was in year 3 when this thing happened. We're just talking. We're friends. I paid for the bill. I was in year 3. No problem. I paid for everybody's bills. It was fine.
Wow.
He came to see me in school, I think the week after or 2 weeks after. I was like, okay, Oyinda, let's go for lunch. So we went to a restaurant not far from school. We entered. Me, I don't like to do more than myself. I never take what's more than what I can pay for. And I took my food. We're eating. Then the waiter came with a bill and it's like, okay, let's pay. Next thing, Baba opened his own bank app and said, how much is my own? I'm like, okay, now
Wow.
smalls. I brought out my own too, and I paid for it. But I just feel like,
But did
in
you
that
feel
kind
bad
of a
about that
situation-
experience?
No, I paid for you the last day.
Oh, the last day.
You're a working class man.
So
you're
now
a
you're
lawyer.
paying for
You're
yourself.
earning money, and you're taking no. I invited you out. Or not, like you came out with me. The least you could do was pay for yourself.
Odion, what do you think about that? I mean, first time
I paid for
she
it,
paid
wasn't
for
a
everybody.
problem.
Second time, Baba said, how much is
And
my
I was
money?
still in year 3.
Okay,
Men in the mud.
okay. No, that's not about being men in the mud. See, there are things that you do when you notice and you see, like the typical thing people share on social media. They say red flag. You go out on a date on the first time, and the guy's friends they start disappearing one after the other. Trust me, I would have deleted that guy's number the moment I left that place. I wouldn't have even given him a chance to go on the second date where you now have to be opening the wallet and be showing, oh, I have money or I don't have money. So why I'm saying this is, before you go out on dates, you have to be like certain about who's this person I'm actually going to go out with. Is this person going to pull any surprises?
But
Are we
it also
going to-
brings out the question of you asking someone out on a date and them coming with friends. That's like another chapter entirely.
Yeah.
So what happens to that if you ask Oyinda out on a date and she's with 2 or 3 of her friends?
Okay,
Are you paying
okay,
for all of them? Too?
okay. So we've seen so many people talk about this, about how they ask a girl out on a date and they get to the venue and the girl is out there with like 4 friends. Typically for me, I don't have shame, Sha. Let us just be clear with that. I don't have shame, number one. So number 2, when it comes to these things that have to do with money, I'm very, very specific and direct about it. So if you're coming with 4 friends, I will just sit in one corner and be looking at you and your 4 friends. Ask you, Shay, is only you that are invited for this date. Oh yeah, let's sit down and be talking. Oh, my friends are here. Okay, let them sit down somewhere and let them chill. When it's time to foot the bills and I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm paying for both of us, and you say, oh, what about my friends? Man, that's where we'll now have issues. Sure, you get. It's not as if I'm going to drag you and start insulting you there. Hey, I'll probably just do it quietly because me, I don't like drama, but I still feel like it's embarrassing for you to come out with your friends on a date that's supposed to be for just
You
me
and
and you.
someone.
Yeah.
Okay, noted. Okay, let's move on to the next question now. So according to this tweet from Letter to Jack, he put out a video that was talking about, so the whole summary of it is about giving ladies thanks for coming after
Oh
dates.
shit.
So what is it about thanks for coming? I mean, she comes for a date and everything and you give her stuff. And according to that, if you listen to that particular video that
Yeah.
posted by Letter to Jack,
Yeah.
the girls kind of said things that you might want to consider because she talked about makeup being expensive,
Why-
trying to look
why-
good, costing a lot of money.
Lie me. Why we
Wait,
confused?
because I've already seen you. Let me go with Oyida first. Oyida, if you look at all what it takes to get yourself ready for a date, the makeup, I've been in situations where I have to wait for a lady to be ready. It has taken up to 2 hours, 3
Wow.
hours. So it's a lot of work, and I'm sure it costs money. So after all of that, do you think it's not cool, or is it cool, doing, thanks for coming thing after the date? What do you think?
So call me.
Like I said before, there's no hard and fast rule on how to play things in life. I don't think anybody is entitled to a thanks for coming because it's a date. I feel like if you're going on a date with somebody, you want to meet the person wants to meet you. Something that's going to be mutually beneficial. It's not, except it's transactional, and that's quite different.
Yeah.
But if you're going on a date with somebody, I mean, you're not going to go naked in the first place, and you're going to want to look presentable. So I don't think anybody, personally, in my opinion, I don't think I'm entitled to anybody's money or anybody's thanks for coming. Then again, it still goes back to what I said in people going to look for the right things in the wrong places. I will always bring this up. You're going to see, or you're a working class man, 30 plus, you have money, you're boxed up. And then you meet one fine babe, she tells you, oh, she's in Benson at Hosai University or University of Lagos. She's like 19 or 20, she's in year 3. And then you expect her to, like, it's not like you're entitled to it, but I don't know. I feel like there's
thanks for
situations
coming
where,
sometime.
no, there's
So
no
you use class of
entitlement.
ladies.
There's no entitlement.
She has used this.
No, because it
Or
applies in
to
both.
contradict
But
the
it
person.
applies in both instances. I don't think anybody's entitled to anybody's money.
Yeah.
But then I can understand why some people would feel that, yes, I'm not justifying anything. I'm
Yeah.
not defending anything. I don't think anybody's entitled to anybody's money. But I can also understand why some people may feel entitled. Situations where they might feel like, oh, this, I would like to have this for coming out to see.
All right, Odion, what do you think about it? Thanks for coming, gifting.
Okay, so that particular video, it was one-sided because it felt like as if for every woman that wants to go out in Lagos or in Nigeria, that woman has to actually receive
No,
thanks for coming
nobody's saying that.
because I'm going to make up, according to the lady in the video, so I'm going to have put on makeup, I'm going to buy a dress. So the guy that you're going to see, is he going to come there wearing just boxers and inner t-shirts? The guy is going to come there wearing a very nice sneakers. He's going to come there wearing a new jeans. For me, especially if I'm going to see someone for the very first time, or maybe trying to impress somebody that I like, trust me, I dress very well. And I'm going to put in extra effort to look extra good that day. So I'm not going to get to the place and say, auntie, it's because of you that I wore this today. So when I'm going, you give me half of the money that I used to buy in the sneakers. So I don't see the reason why anybody should say, oh, give me money for thanks for coming. Or maybe what she was talking about is maybe the Uber fare, maybe to pay for his the person's transport back home. Well, it's based on your benevolent heart. If you're a nice person, you feel like you want to pay for that person's Uber, transportation home. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. If you feel like you don't want to do it, it's also fine. It's a date. It's not as if you guys after that date. Because the interesting thing about this thing where people fail to address is after that date, you guys might not see again. You might not be impressed with the person. She might not like you, might not like her. So why are we going extra about it? Yeah. So why are we paying for bills? Why is she asking for her makeup money? Why does he want the money he wants? The money he used to buy this.
Anyway, Olamide said, every man wants to own bonnet. If you give, but you want to collect.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
you want to collect, but you know what drama is supposed to drop. It's all good. All right, so let's wrap it up real quick. So this one is from, this tweet is from Bizeka on Twitter as well. He put up this tweet. And it's one of the most, it was a nice play on words, but almost, he was open to many interpretations. It's about him saying that, a key that opens many locks is a master key. But a lock that opens to any key or many keys is a shitty lock.
That's an extremely sexist statement.
Okay. All right, so we're talking about keys and about what Bizeka meant by this particular tweet, talking about keys and stuff. So in all honesty, I was unable to think further than keys. All I thought was keys.
Exactly.
Oyinda felt like, Oyinda
felt like, let's call it,
let's call it spade a spade.
Is Bizeka or whoever, is he a carpenter? Is he a woodworker?
He might
Does
be.
fix
He
doors?
might be.
He might have an avid fascination for doors. Let's act like we're all acting like we don't know that these things are being said. Maybe it hasn't been said to you, but as a woman, I've heard.
Okay. Now let's be real with this now.
Yeah.
Based on what you said, you think he meant. The first interpretation that I had about it was talking about the fact that both male and female, if you are someone who according to what he said, a key that opens many doors is a master key. So, well, maybe a little bit of what you said. It might be. It sounds really sexist. I have to admit, really, it sounds very sexist and stuff. But what do you think in general about blaming? Do you think there's double standards when it comes to cheating?
There are double standards when it comes to cheating.
Double standards, sorry.
When it comes to cheating.
When it comes to cheating.
When it comes to cheating, double standards. Yeah, there are double standards when it comes to cheating.
I don't think so.
Very factual double standards when it comes to cheating.
How?
In the sense that when it comes to cheating has been normalized for men. That's why you have
cheating has been normalized for men.
That's why you have people tell me that polygamy is in a man's nature. That's why you have a situation where a man goes to score a away goal and bring the baby back to the house. The family members will come and say, come and collect the child, take her as your junior wife, take her as your sister. But if a woman comes and mistakenly gives you a baby that is not your own, Twitter will not hear word. You will see threads here. You would there are double standards. Excuse me. How many stories do you hear of women taking their cheating partners or cheating spouses back and going on to continue the relationship? And how many stories do you hear of men taking their cheating partners back? I mean, you might say, oh, it's because men don't talk about these things, men don't this, but let's call it spade a spade. There are double standards when it comes to cheating. It has been normalized for men.
Odion, do you feel there are double standards? Do you agree in any way with Oyinda?
Kind of, I do. But the truth of the matter is, because men do not actually talk about things like this, out of pride, ego, and everything. Yes, out of pride and ego. A lot of men would say, I'd rather we have this conversation. So there's no way you're going to tell me that we don't have couples, a situation where a lady comes back home and says, so there was a time we were always talking about paternity fraud in Nigeria, how a lot of women give kids that do not belong to the man, and they raise them for years, blah, 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 and all that stuff. Sometimes, because we get to hear these stories on social media, everybody goes, oh yes, the man should leave the woman. But most times, you don't even know what's happening in the next flat B and flat C. If the man knows that the first two kids in his house are not his, but because they've had a conversation and they've resolved to actually work as a family, they'll keep everything safe. But when a man cheats, the whole world has to hear that the man cheated and they'll drag him. I'm not saying this because I'm a man, but because it's the notion that we have everywhere where a man cheats, because he has a child outside, yes, he has to. There's so many homes where the man will bring a child from another woman, and the wife would say, no, we're not accepting this child, and the woman will take the child back. So we should not make it look as if.
Do you want to compare those situations to how often women are being forced or women are being threatened to take those children into their homes?
About children, I want you to know. So the case of Oyinda mentioning about cheating being normalized for men and stuff like that. And Odion coming in with the fact that there's sometimes there are paternity fraud in the homes where even the children you have in your home are not yours, which means your wife has cheated or stuff like that. Yeah. So do you think that kind of, puts men and women at the same level when it comes to cheating? The woman has brought in the child. She could have
slipped and fallen on the penis. I'm not sounding like there's a banana peel here. I'm sorry, but yes, I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Banana peel.
And that's how men
fell on the penis.
Sorry,
and that's how men sneeze and they just have kids outside.
We
just sneeze and we have
right.
it. Yeah.
I mean,
but
really,
it's the weather.
Let's wrap it all up now, guys. Oyinda, what do women really want in a relationship?
What do I think?
We'll not finish here. Let me continue. Let me
tell you. See, it's really simple. We want peace.
Wow.
And we want rest of mind.
Oh my God.
I feel like that's just a long and short of it all, because really for me, like people say, women want money, we want peace and rest of mind. I mean, all of that things are secondary, but ultimately we want peace and rest of mind. No matter how much money somebody has, if you're with someone that doesn't give you peace and rest of mind, you can't really enjoy that money. Not saying that I don't want money, but I want peace and rest of mind ultimately. And I feel like Nigerian men don't have that, or the average Nigerian man doesn't have that to give, because just like to give somebody high BP.
So do you have any idea what men really want?
I don't think they know themselves what they want. I'm so sorry, but I don't think cis men know what they want themselves, because a lot of people are walking confused and acting confused. Wow. You want a babe that looks this way. You want a babe that looks this way. You want her to be all of this. You want her to be a professional. You want her to be a career woman. You want her to stay at home and take care of children. You want her to do this and do that. Then you go and cheat on her, or you step out with her with someone that's the exact opposite. There's something called, I'm sorry to drag this, but there's something Tyler Perry called the 80-20 rule in one of his movies. You have 80 at home. Basically, she's complete. You have everything. Then you go outside and you see 20. But because you have that 80 already at home, it makes that 20 look like 100. So you lose that 80 and realize that the 20 was 20 all along. I'm just saying that I don't think men
that was a
themselves
script.
wow.
That was a script from a
Oh,
movie,
wow.
please. So that's
Okay.
That's why I said. Like I
Odion,
gave
what
credit to
do
her
you
parents.
really want?
It's not about
Thinking.
what I really
Okay,
want.
what do men want?
So the thing is this, like she said, he said men don't really know what they want for themselves. He
No.
said women want peace,
Peace of mind,
and
and
what
a
again?
stress-free life, basically.
You see the same people that say they want peace of mind and a stress-free. See, there's only a context.
No,
There's
talk
a
about what
context.
men
Wait
want.
now,
first.
wait
Don't
now,
attack what women want.
wait now.
What do men want?
Okay, men too will want peace of mind. Do you know what peace of mind is?
What is
Peace of mind entails not stressing us with the kind of peace that you want. Because when you say I want peace of mind, the peace of mind that you are talking about is you want one mumu that you be controlling 24/7. And when the guy says, and when the guy refuses, wait now,
that's
and
what
when
men want. One mumu woman that you be controlling 24/7 and be telling
Oh,
her sit.
so when the guy is not the puppet that you can control, and when you say let's go left and he goes left, you say, oh, you're giving me stress, and the guy is probably saying, no, I'm not giving you stress. I just don't want this. I just don't want this to be done this way. Now the guy is now seen as the wahala. Meanwhile, the guy too just wants to be like to just chill, and maybe it's on the weekend and the guy just wants to chill, but because the guy wants to chill and you don't want to chill, now like, oh, I think my boyfriend is, or my husband or my partner is giving me issues. So we say we want peace of mind and don't give us stress, so that we'll not have blood pressure at the age of 35 or 37.
So we need to know
blood pressure in your
the peace of mind each gender wants, so that one doesn't, contradict the other
It's
piece.
just called compromise at the end of the day. Compromising with your partner.
Okay, who do you think compromises more, really? This is
Who
just
do I
off-
think
Lie me, this is
compromise?
that.
Who compromises
Lie me.
That's the thing. There's no general blueprint.
Yeah,
on how
exactly. You are
relationships
looking
work.
for fights.
So it depends it depends on your relationship. You may compromise more because you're more, you're more tolerant, you're more giving. It doesn't stress you to do these type of things. And I may say, okay, fine, I want to compromise more because it's not really, it's a non-issue. So let me just let it aside. So I think there's no blueprint. It's how your relationship works. If you want to compromise, go ahead and do that. If she wants to do that, that's fine. It's just depends, really.
All right. Amazing stuff. Thank you so much, Onyida. You gave amazing nuggets right there. And Odion, they might want to agree. Yeah, I told you. All right, guys, we had an amazing one. I know this matter is really long. It's not they finish. So you can continue the conversation down in the comment section. What do men really want? What do women want? And do you think there are double standards when it comes to cheating and all sort of things? Let's get all of your comments in the comment section. My name is Layemi Fearless, and it has been with Onyida right here, a lifestyle influencer.
Yes,
She just influenced our lives here, though.
You don't influence my life.
I don't like safest I said influence. You said say
I saw that coming.
as Oyinda said, but I didn't influence your life. Okay, bro.
All right, from Onyida, from Odion, and
Okay,
from
bro.
me, peace out.
Bye.
These guys.